Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon. Last mission, I have to remember because it has been a few days. Last mission, I think we died on the third boss, on the boss that is in theory at some point in the future going to get a complete rework because even the developers have said, yeah, it's not really getting the reception that we would like. I understand it now, and I think I understand how to defeat it, but on this run, because I feel a little bad because I went and got a new pair of glasses, and these lenses are making everything a little bit warped in my vision, makes me kind of want to vomit a little bit. We're gonna do a nice short Chapter 1 denial campaign, I think, here. We need to grind out more resources, and it's a fun one. It's not terribly long. It's not like a 7-hour-long run, hopefully. And maybe we can even try out like a wild, spanky, fantastic new party of random people.
The university's resources were impressive, and yet, on occasion, we relished in first-hand experience.
You should not be doing what you're doing. You're gonna have a bad time.
Hope to find their way.
Probably misses his old classes as a JMC. Welcome, JMC! You talking about me? I mean, I was actually thinking about it. I was like, maybe I should just wear the old glasses for this run of Darkest Dungeon, but I gotta get used to the new ones at some point. I mean, I haven't bought glasses in like 15 years. My old pair broke, so I was using even older pairs as a replacement for a while. I had been wearing them for a long time. I needed a new pair. It's gotta happen, but these ones, it's just gonna take a little while to get used to them. A second rework, says Connie. They reworked the boss ones? When? Connie also said, I couldn't wait anymore. I watched a few runs of the Confessions 4 and 5. You couldn't even wait for yourself to get to those bosses? I would, I think on this run, like to roll... I really do like the Surgeon Plague Doctor. The melee knife ability plus the HP up plus the extra healing is really sick. What we would probably roll is... Well, really, it's just frontline Surgeon. They wouldn't be able to use their heal, but we can also give other people heals that they can use when she can't use her heal. So we can give her, probably not Plague Grenade, but we can dump Noxious Blast for Emboldening Vapors. We can probably dump probably Ounce of Prevention, because I don't really even think it's that good, but you never know. And they could be a number 3 slot unit. I kind of would like to keep using the Runaway as well. Cauterize is a nice heal when someone is bleeding, even though they're not always going to bleed, but they could be in the back. And they have an ability that moves themselves back if they ever get pushed up to the front, and we can even upgrade that ability with a heal. Otherwise, they function very well as a backliner. We would just dump... This is a burn? What does that upgrade to? 3 or 6? We would probably dump... Searing Strike for the Cauterize then. They can do at least something from everywhere. And then for the front two, I have to acknowledge that... I haven't rolled an Occultist lately. I kind of want to roll an Occultist with a Leper at some point, but I don't really want to roll that right now. What I really want to roll, I think, is a Vestal. Maybe just to, like, try to get her other upgrades. If we get 2 Hero Shrines, we can get Divine Comfort, which is some sort of a regen-based heal, which I think would be a lot of fun. We could roll, can we roll an all-girl squad? We'd have to roll Grave Robber or Hellion. Grave Robber. I do like the Blight. Could always just roll a Hellion. They're fun.
Bloodlust and fury.
And we have fully unlocked the Hellion. I think I've run a party like this previously. The only difference is instead of a Runaway, I had a Grave Robber, and I believe I keep getting everyone killed if I'm rolling an all-female squad. I'm sorry, like I would rather if you don't actually die, but unfortunately it just kind of happens sometimes. So I think we can roll this. Boudica, Paracelsus, Junia, Bonnie. Yeah. Connie says, I usually roll Plague Grenade on the Surgeon even for getting backline KOs. Yeah, the thing is, the Incision can only hit the front, but we'd be focused more on the front 2 positions with this party. Although I suppose with our Vestal, they can hit the back line. With the Judgment, you can hit the back line, and then we can Iron Swan the back as well. So what are you gonna do from this position? You can't use the heal from there. You can't use Judgment from the front. How does Hand of Light scale? No, Maze Bash. Ignores dodge, guard, block, deals 100% more damage at maximum upgrade. I guess we could have a frontline Vestal, in theory, to act as a bit of a tank. They do have a lot of HP, so we could roll this, and then we could have the healers being Paracelsus and Bonnie. I mean, in theory, we could always move the Vestal back if we need additional healing, but the Hellion has a heal, the Plague Doctor has a heal, the Runaway has a conditional heal, and then we have a heal out of the Vestal. We'd have a lot of heals on the squad. Alternatively, we could just roll Grave Robber. But I really do like the idea of getting that Vestal leveled up. So maybe we will roll this here. It's a shame you never got to use pre-nerf Howling, and it used to also ignore dodge and block and gave huge damage, says Connie. That is true. It could also roll random party, by the way. All right, so Surgeon, Plague Doctor, I like it. Vestal, debuffs and token removal or damage. I really like the damage Vestal. Bonnie, we haven't even looked at her paths. Burn, piercing, better crit, lower damage, and a chance of starting herself burning? Turn start, chance of burning. So we really want to crank on her burn resist. Survivor, healing skills are better healing over time for herself. Worse burn. I really do not want to make her burn with a DOT. I think that's awful. But if we get burn resists, we can give it to her eventually and then maybe run down, like work down the chance of her actually burning herself. It's only a 25% chance every turn as well. Maybe we'll roll it just to see. And then Berserker or Ravager, better bleeding or just more damage? Just give me the more damage. It's a similar thing though, turn start, a chance of bleeding every turn. Last run we did have lots of bleed resist that we were able to put on the Hellion, which basically completely negated the bleed. So maybe we can do the same thing with her on a run. And then I like damage Vestal, and then I like Surgeon Paracelsus. So let's roll it. We can have Quark continue to be our Hellion, although I think I made her the Vestal last time. No, Vestal can be I think that's what it is, Milk Jug. She was my Vestal in Darkest Dungeon 1. Paracelsus. Oh crap. I never remember who was who. You can be Zerg. And Bonnie will definitely be Connie. I don't know how they feel about the character, but we'll, I'm sure, learn as we progress here. Let's take a look at quirks. Precision Striker, better melee crits. Probably not going to utilize that at all because you only have Searing Strike and Ransack as a melee, but we're probably not going to use that too much. Really, I'm just going to be doing a lot of burning, I think. I don't want you to actually pull enemies forward, and I don't want you to move yourself forward. You're going to be Mrs. Hyde again. I don't think so. Probably not. Hopefully not. Sanctuary Ministrations, I like. We don't need Hand of Light. We can dump that. Illumination, I like. Divine Grace, we want. Consecration is very good. You have Incision, Blinding Gas, Ounce of Prevention, Emboldening Vapors, Battlefield Medicine. You are also Last Gasp, Head Injury, Combat Start, 50% chance of being dazed. Stiff Knees, Lower Speed, Void Sight, Oblivion Tear, I should say, Route Scouting, Tough, 10% max health, Anemic, Lower Bleed Resist. Ooh, that's gonna suck, but we're gonna, stay with it anyways, because why not? Zerg says, I remember I was a runaway, Connie was a jester, and we hated each other. Was that the run where we replaced the jester with a bounty hunter halfway through? Because that was a fun run. All right, we do have a lot of garbage. Add taunt. Add block. Sure, you can have the monkey claw. If flame is low, have a chance of being stealthed. You normally have stealth abilities, so in theory, I guess we can make you be stealthy. This has actually nothing that we can do, so we'll just put it on whoever. We have a few luxury items here and a few in items. Good enough. Fork says, Connie, please be my friend. I need that cauterize. Oh, right! Her bleeding is actually not that bad because we have cauterize, which will heal her frequently. I like that. I like that a lot. The only thing we don't have is really a heal for the burn frequently, but you know, we'll just be careful, you know. In theory, if we have Zerg in the back line, they can be the one to the Plague Doctor. If we have the Plague Doctor in the back line, they can be the one to purge the burn. I don't know. Dun, dun, dun. Such a good team, lol. Hopefully. The Plague Doctor can't use their potion from this position, though, which is the thing that I'm really worried about. Bonic let us welcome, and I thought I was the late one. Yeah. Oh my god, crit for 11. And lots of stress. Yeah, I went to the local store, Bubonic Lettuce, picked up a new pair of sweet glasses. They only slightly make me want to vomit. 3. But I do need to, I don't know, I need to do something at some point. Administrations can remove the burn in theory. I do feel a little out of it. It's gonna take a while to get used to the new glasses. Probably be a bit of a short stream today. You got a lot of DOT, but you don't need this quite yet. I'd rather get a kill. Yeah, you can't use battlefield medicine from here, but if you ever get pushed back, then we can start using that. And then I gotta make sure that I give her correct equipment as well, because she needs the ability to remove her own dots and heal. So high damage. That's a good point. If we try to kill the librarian on this run, we can in theory get a good maybe trinket for our runaway friend. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. 5 mastery. It's the early chapter, so we get a lot of mastery tokens for free. Let's also make sure that we equip our right abilities here. Remove bleed and a huge set of heals. What do we get rid of? I'm gonna get rid of if it bleeds for adrenaline rush. We don't need bleed out because our bleed skills are worse, which means we don't need if it bleeds. I already got rid of it. Good. Plus damage for 5 turns. And bleed resist on Bloodlust. Breakthrough moves forward and removes guard. This is a stress heal. Stress heal would be a very good thing to grab. So we're gonna keep Wicked Hack and Iron Swan. We'll probably dump Barbaric Yap for the Raucous Revelry for a little bit of stress heal, because I don't think anyone else has a stress heal. Toe-to-toe Howling End is my go-to combo, says Connie. It's Howling End again? 8 to 14 moves you back? Dude, 8 to 14 damage is not bad. That seems high.
Soften your gaze.
Continue. Behind his text. So let me look at that again. Oh, it gives you winded, so then you have to keep using, yeah, toe-to-toe upgraded, followed by Howling End to keep removing the damage downgrade. Gotcha. The damage is huge. And toe-to-toe would keep giving taunts as well, so you would be a tank, but you wouldn't have any way of giving yourself tankiness. Well, I mean, I guess you do have more health. Interesting. I mean, it upgrades to 10 to 18. That's pretty good. Oh, it does have a cooldown, and the cooldown does go down when you upgrade it too. So it would be swapping positions with the Plague Doctor. In theory. I kinda do like the idea of like a frontline Vestal. With like Mace Bash. Does a lot of damage when fully upgraded. And then you can be a tank. Oh, and Sanctuary is a stress heal too. You're such a good unit. You wouldn't be able to use your heal, but your heal kind of sucks anyways. It's requirement less than 25% health. The heal from the Plague Doctor is 50%. Sure, it's limited use, but we can always, move units around if we need more healing than that. Ideally, we wouldn't. I have to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. You wouldn't be able to use Illumination from the front. We would swap Judgment for Mace Bash. I kind of like the idea of doing that. Divine Grace needs to be upgraded. Yeah, the upgrade only goes from 25 to 33%. Now, when she has all of her Conviction auras, it's a huge heal, yeah, but maybe I'll roll this for the time being, but maybe I'll try the Howling End toe-to-toe combo, because that is a lot of damage. But I'm probably going to open up with Iron Swan to hit the back line, and then we'll focus on the front line. Maybe try something like that. Anyways, remove negative quirks. We did unlock these on the end of the last run. We have trinkets that enable us to remove negative quirks. I have to say, I think I like the idea of removing anemic. That's a pretty bad negative quirk. We could also remove head injury, tuckered out, and stiff knees. Let's go for the anemic. Let's go. And then we can do, Wild Tea is a guarantee. Get it? Yeah. So does anyone have a perk we don't like? Like head injury. If HP is low, more speed. That could be a bad thing in some situations. Like if you get crit and then you're faster on the next turn on Death's Door, that could be pretty terrible. You have 1 speed. That's pretty funny. Let's give it to you though. And now you've lost a quirk. To be able to instantly remove a quirk like that is pretty good.
Rain, fire, and rot.
Oh, there's no rot.
Sanctuary from
Keep the flame high, minus 100% hoarders. I don't mind that. Enemy battle advantage, avoid the field hospital. We could probably do the sprawl, and we could possibly even do the fight against the librarian. Try to give ourselves a burn trinket for our arsonist friend here. I'd rather do the librarian than the other guy, the general. I will say though, what we need is a better way of hitting the back line. Also, I think he has super heavy burn resist. This might be a very poor party for that. In fact, we're not even going to be able to bleed, and we can't really hit the back line except with Iron Swan, and then we have to wait for him to move up. But the Hellion can do a lot of damage, though. It kind of looks like that's her eye. It's just a piece of dust. If we fight him, we would probably also want Plague Grenade, even though we have worse blighting abilities. What else are we going to do? We can only hit the front line with the Plague Doctor, unfortunately. Although, you know what we could do? Buff with Emboldening Vapors. Try to do more damage with the Iron Swan, or with our Vestal, who has huge damage output already. So we have options, Let's take a look at our
Your coach must be
coach.
maintained. If it is
Positive
to carry
relationship
you,
chance
you
up.
must go.
Hoarder location scouting. Well, that's not going to help us in the next biome. +2 quantity of looted food. +2 quantity. So does that mean if we get 1 slime mold, we get 3?
Good. An improvement.
I don't know. That's what it feels like. Healing received per medical gear. Random heroes heal 10%. What do we have? We have luxury item, scouting item, food gear, which means we probably want the other one.
Mastery.
Stress resist per luxury item. We'll take the wolf cub.
A little company for the long
And we have,
ride
oh my god,
ahead.
5 points, but a lot of things to upgrade. I gotta admit, the Howling End is a bit tempting. I might go for that. I might go for the Incision as well, since that's gonna be your primary attack. Let's upgrade that. Let's upgrade the Howling End. Give that a shot. Are we gonna roll Judgment or Mace Bash? Here's the deal. I like that Judgment can hit the back line. Mace Bash does deal more damage, but Judgment can be used on the back line early. So we'll roll backline. One of you, Vestal, that's your name. Two blind plus vulnerability from smokescreen. It's pretty good. Firefly is more burn damage though, and you're gonna be using that constantly. And then I think we will upgrade. I'm tempted to upgrade Sanctuary because it is a huge stress heal and it gives block. Not big block tokens, but small ones. But we could also upgrade Raucous Revelry and it is stress reduction on everyone. And it removes horror from herself. It's tempting. Is she really gonna be stressed out all that much? I think I'd rather have Sanctuary be a -2 on the stress heal. She can use that whenever. I do hate the idea of fighting a librarian early, but in theory, maybe we could. I'd rather do that than I think go to the Tangle.
Our great cities burn.
We need Pocket Light.
All that beauty and knowledge.
Radiant Flame 4.
Wind.
We would probably like some burn resist, maybe even some food. The first biome here is probably gonna be the hardest. Oh my god, there's a flapjack maker. There's a flapjack maker. I'm thinking. You don't even need to kill the boss in denial, right? You need to kill the boss. Absolutely, you need to kill the boss. Oh, you mean the lair boss. Oh, you're right. We don't need to defeat the lair boss, but what's the fun in that? I think we will go flapjacks. That gives us free food forever. We can dump the hoarder
Experimentation.
thing, which doesn't even work in this biome.
Academic instincts serve you well.
We'll probably want burn resist. I think I would like a food item, maybe even a couple of food items for people, just so we can get through this biome. We're not gonna need food after this, I don't think. Let's bring some healing salves. Just good bleed might be nice. Blindness could also be pretty decent. Burn resist could also be pretty darn good. Raw damage could also be kind of nice, but let's go burn resist. Grab a couple of bear traps. I'm spending my money because I think you should spend your money. Agricrissia, welcome, how you doing? It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you as well. Caca! Thank you and hello. Because you innate burn, so that's actually a pretty good trinket on you. Let's give you the pocket heal. You can take the light. And then for food, we'll put the food on you, and probably you, because you bleed a bit. And I think we're good to go. I think we are good to get out of here. Let's rest and leave. Could check the hero goals in case someone wants to use a specific item. Oh, fine. Killing blow on the lair boss in the tangle, killing blow on zombies, use barbaric yop 3 times in a single fight for like a couple of candles. I don't care. You have toe-to-toe. You're good. If I upgraded it, I should definitely equip it. Let's get rid of... Get rid of illumination for sanctuary, and then we'll leave. Bit of a long start. Also, we have a relationship. First in. All right, I'll take it.
Desire will never die.
Oh my, and it's actually a nice one. Remove bleed, blight, or burn, but it requires battlefield medicine, which you can't use from the front. Fantastic. I don't even have Searing Strike equipped either. Oh, good. Dude, I hate to like keep bringing it up, but it is something that's on my mind and my head today.
Cities of man.
Oh,
Ruined. And
these glasses. They're gonna take a little while to get used to. Got a bit of a headache, but that's okay. Lair boss is super early. I mean, I think we could probably take him out. I don't really want to fight him though. I'm trying to think. We don't have much. I like the idea of grabbing these and trying to use these to crush him as well. But we could probably kill him. We could probably kill him. Mainly just due to the fact that we've got the Hellion who just, you know, crushes. She does a lot of damage. Let's, I don't know, screw it. Let's give it a shot, right? Again, we don't have to do it on this difficulty. On Denial, you do not need to actually hit up a lair boss, but it would be fun to do.
Such a view is matched only by
although we get full mapping, maybe we just want to check this out real quick. So combat, academic study, resistance encounter, a cache, and a hero shrine. Lots of loathing coming up, like a lot of loathing, good lord. But we do reduce loathing at these resistance encounters. I mean, first fight into a lair, we could do it. Isn't Amorous a chance for a free attack? I think it's a chance to body block an attack, which is not ideal. You can only use that from the front. We're not going to be using that often. In fact, I think what we're going to do is this. That way you can at least hit with Plague Grenade. You can't use Judgment from the front, though. It might not be like the best party composition for it, but I think we'll still give it a shot. Could be interesting. You have just like nothing to do. All right, I mean, I think this could go very terribly, but I think we'll probably be okay.
Problem. Is it not?
Although we could just go straight to the academic study. Vintage collection is the wine bottles, I think. I forget exactly what you get out of the wine bottles, but we've done that one before, I believe.
Will not be easy.
What is going on with the camera? This is not what I need right now. Wine is good. Wine is good. It's like 50% healing, 1 stress, right? That's not too bad. Wow, 3 food. You do get +2.
And foul tidings. No doubt the source is within.
All right. Burn guys. I haven't seen burn guys in a while. You did burn yourself as well. Oh, right. I forgot that's going to be kind of annoying. Let's, Oh, smokescreen hits 1 enemy, not all enemies. I'm dumb. Decently low burn resist with our burn piercing, though. You gotta love that. I believe you are already dead. An advanced lunge with a riposte. Yes, you are dead. So we can Iron Swan or Howling End. 13 to 23. Wow, that's actually incredible. Well, I suppose let's go for it, because it's immediately a kill. She gets winded, but we can remove the wind token, the winded token. Really, a crit riposte? She's not really much of a tank to be in the front line, but that's okay. We could guard, remove a dot, which I think is unnecessary, consecration, which I think is also unnecessary, or judgment, which is just damage. Let's just do some damage, because I can probably kill you within a turn. Ah, the Firefly won't be able to hit you. Good point, good point. They'll both get actions. I guess we should probably purge that dodge. It's been a while since I played this game. I gotta remember how to play it. I think you're dead. Beautiful shot. You might do a bit of a lunge, I think. Yeah. You're gonna do the only thing, you should hit. For a second I was thinking maybe we shouldn't, but there's no reason not to go in for an attack there. Wait, toe-to-toe. Toe-to-toe needs to be upgraded to remove the winded. That's why Connie said make sure to upgrade it. I didn't understand. Now I do. So we probably won't use that until the very end of a fight. Or maybe just like to get a kill, but we still have Chop, I think, in here somewhere. But yeah, that's dangerous, because you don't want to wind yourself repeatedly. I don't even have Wicked Hack. Maybe I can, oh god. I still have Iron Swan, okay? I still have Iron Swan. Bit of a mistake. Hopefully, you know, this boss starts with the big sack of books in the back. All right, you're gonna give everyone a bit of a burn. Wow, you can't even hit the 3rd position. That's the one thing I don't like about the Surgeon, is that she is very much front focused. 42 burn, but this will kill. Why is your burn so bad here? They just have lots of resists, I guess.
A brilliant conclusion.
Nasty punch. Big stress. You can give someone a taunt, which I think is unnecessary. I guess we work on this guy. Smell that? The wind turns. He's bleeding. Oh, right, this guy also scales every turn. I forgot about that. You're not gonna land it. You're not gonna land it at all. This is the one that hits everyone, Hearthlight. I can never remember that. You have very low burn resist, so we'll work on you first.
Slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Whew. It does a lot of damage, you gotta admit. It's pretty good. Now there's still a corpse here, unfortunately. That's what this is for. You missed! That's okay. You can't even do anything from this position. You might as well chop up a corpse. We don't quite have the ability to hit everywhere on the enemy party line. Okay, this guy was blinded. Toe-to-toe can't even hit him. So it's a hefty corpse. It's a hefty corpse. Crit for 60. I mean, I would love to get that much damage out. It's just unlikely. You cannot adrenaline rush until you're way lower on HP. All you can do is, on cooldown Howling End. Really? I guess you hit another corpse. She can't really do much right now. No one can really hit this guy, unfortunately, in position 3. We have a bit of a weak point in our build. Now you can't hit. So we'll smoke screen. Thank God for judgment, right? Unabridged edition Smoldering Hymnal. Turn start if first in turn order strength, gain on killing blow and extra action if burning plus 6 speed. Burn resist. Remove negative quirk. And this is just location scouting, which is pretty good. We can still probably do it even though it's not gonna be a great fight. I think we can do it. I think it's gonna suck a little bit, but I think it'll be fine.
The conflagration must be stopped.
We'll just
must be
open up
destroyed.
Small books, unfortunately. We'll just open up with some damage, and we'll try to stack up as much as we can. Oh, he's immune to burn. Oh no, that's okay. You're not immune to a bear trap.
The fiend's strength
Good.
dwindles.
Who gets this? Oh, I'm starting to realize the error of my ways. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do on this stupid fight? We're gonna screw ourselves. Well, we can probably get one more Iron Swan in. This is going to do 2 to 3 damage. Okay. I guess you can do 3 damage. Look, here's what I'm gonna say. We're gonna do a lot of damage with the Vestal. Honestly, you can taunt for a bit. Your judgment's gonna power up a bit, so let's consecrate on Hugh. Shuffle? That's not a bad shuffle. That's a crit, but I don't really care about you. I'm sorry. No, it's at Iron Swan range! You dick. I really needed that Iron Swan. She can't do anything now. She can only burn the strength bonus hitting books. Don't use that. Don't use this either. Just move. Okay, did inflict a combo. You missed me. Oh, but now you've got a dodge token. I can't dodge you correctly. I don't want to waste my conviction aura on a 50% chance of missing. I guess we'll reduce your stress. We screwed it up. We screwed it up coming to this combat. Dude, this is not a good day for video gaming for Abe Clancy. Oh. Like I can't really do anything right now. We should have definitely taken the ability that means that we can purge winded. Purge your dodge. Okay, he's bleeding. That's something. Strengthen you because you actually have an attack. But if he smoke screens, oh no! Then I still have a chance of missing him. I think we gotta hit him though. Like we gotta try. Hit him for 18, which is pretty decent. All right, he's in range. Now we can start. Young. All right. You gained more damage because you are. Ah, you freak. He's got dodge. So we gotta purge the dodge token. You need to move back. It's another burn. She can heal herself up. She's got healing salves for that too. Now we can start bleeding you. Oh, you know what? The Plague Doctor had bleed piercing, which I bet works on the traps as well. Let's toss out a heal on you. He's half dead and he's at the big books in the front, so I think we'll get him. I've done this poorly, by the way. Take 27 damage. That's literally the highest roll we could get. That's pretty good. This is worth more, even though he didn't get hit by the blind. Just don't smoke screen. Oh my god, I hate you. I do hate that ability from you, but we crit, comboed, he's got 3 HP, he's on death's door already. Like, once he moved up to the front, he was pretty easy. He might be the easiest out of all of the lair bosses, honestly. All right, good. We got a lot of garbage, too. I like the in-items that remove negative quirks, because that's been a sticking point in some of my previous campaigns. I had no ability to do that. Now I do. All right, you get even more burn resist. You can hold both of these, which is lovely. 93% is acceptable. Who is the fastest? Well, we can probably give it to you. A chance of being stealthed, let's give it to you. Ranged skills, give Death's Door. Piercing, we'll put that on you. Random ally on turn end plus speed chance. Sure. You can take anti-bleed. Well, let's give that to, I guess it doesn't really matter who we give it to, but you can't use Battlefield Medicine right now, so we'll give it to you. And that seems okay to me. Good job, everybody, good job. We accomplished what we wanted to accomplish. People are gonna be a little bit stressed out for like one combat though, while we try to deal with the stress that we just gained. Okay, whoa. You know what, we don't need Wicked Hack. Howling End, we can use that on room combats. It's hard to use on bosses because they last so long without having the upgrades that we should have had. We should have had, what's the one that moves you forward? That one. We should have had that upgraded because that would cause you to purge your own winded. Screwed it up a little bit. This should be fine though. Flee or don't flee. We're gonna not flee. That went pretty well, all things considered. Superman went pretty good. Strength buff, plus damage buff. I mean, dude, we could just wipe a unit in one hit. So let's do that. Yeah, I can see the value. We got a free action. That's incredible. I can see the value of that. That's a fantastic spell. Skill? It's not a spell. We're not playing Noida. And she got the KO, so she got another turn as well. We killed 2 of the units. What are you gonna do? You can't do anything. And she's just gonna purge stress on everyone on her turn anyways. So, imagine that attack with block and dodge piercing. It would be pretty good. You only purge 1 stress, so I'm gonna do this to purge 2. Her attack is better on the next turn anyways. We can afford to do a little bit of stress relief. It's a block as well. Healed you, gave you strength as not bad at all. Added a second winded stack, but I think we're gonna kill this. Okay, we're definitely gonna kill him anyways. Yeah, beautiful. We could be playing Noida. Alcatraz, I've been thinking about Noida recently, and I've been playing a little bit on my own. I think that would be really fun to jump back into at some point, but not today. With the headache I've given myself with this new pair of glasses, honestly, I feel okay looking at a static distance computer screen, but like as soon as I look at the wall, I realize, oh God, oh, new glasses. Gulag Rabito, thank you very much for the resub, by the way. Thank you. Hello, I hope you've had a great day. Don't say that, I'm picking up new glasses tomorrow. Were your old glasses like 15 years old? Because mine were. They were too small for my face. Like, they were giving me headaches just because they were so bad. These ones are giving me headache just because they're new, but in like 2 days I'll be used to them. It's just that I picked them up literally like 2 hours ago, so the time between now and then and now is gonna give me a bit of a headache. Five years old, not as bad. Well, because my other pair broke, so I had to use my old backup pair. They were the only ones I could find. Oh, she's getting the strength buff on turn start. That's why she's like absolutely crushing it with these howling ends. That's incredible. Yeah, the Hellion, dude, I gotta admit, they're a fun unit. They're good. I'm so glad we got all of the upgrades on her and completed her story. She's doing fantastically. The one thing we have a problem with is hitting the 3rd position. That's the only thing we have a problem with. Well, not the only thing, but it's one of the things we have a problem with. I worry about the cultist fights and there being an altar right there. Gulag says, running a bit of a fever feels bad. You have a fever? I'm sorry to hear that. I just have a headache. Fever's probably a little worse. Toss in one of these. He's gonna be on death's door. So he gets a weakness token added. I imagine you can resist that, but I don't know for certain. Oh, wow. I know what I'm doing. Wow, they actually liked that move. I hate that you managed to actually survive that once, but that's okay. First in turn order means that she has a damage bonus every turn. That's fantastic. We want the Hellion to have a lot of speed, I'm realizing. Yeah, fever, Abe fever. Sounds like what you need is more cowbell. Thunk, 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 thunk. Gulag says, I've been binging the Darkest Dungeon playthrough on YouTube. I assume you mean Darkest Dungeon 1. Fun game, by the way. Healing given, lower damage. I don't really want to lower anyone's damage, so I think we're gonna stall on that one. Well, probably gonna go left.
A simple choice. At least it should be. At least it should be. supplies this way.
Number
If
2, oh,
you
the
can
darkest,
make
oh, what the heck? The Darkest Dungeon 2 campaign. So far, so good. You know, I complain every once in a while when everyone dies on their first death's door of a match, but other than that. Oh, she's gonna be bleeding a lot. It's not a big bleed, but it's a very good opportunity to cauterize. Light is at 80. We have an objective to keep it high. Let's do that, and let's heal. We can deal with stress. Nice. We can deal with dots. We can deal with everything. I mean, it's not a guaranteed land because you're guarding. So actually, I think what we want to do is a raucous revelry. Wow, riposte crit! Oh my lord. And she's taunting as well. We need to give her more block tokens. She takes a lot of damage. We gotta kill a dog at some point too.
Steady
Oh
yourself.
my god. Stop critting her. A dog is now guarding a dog too with another riposte trigger. Dude, I hate these dogs. So we could either use Adrenaline Rush. Oh, Adrenaline Rush removes Winded. We have another way of doing that, good. We can use Adrenaline Rush to purge the bleed, and it also means that as she attacks, she heals. Or we could just use Cauterize, and we could go for a likely kill. I think I'd rather go for the kill and use Cauterize. No, but why wouldn't I like to do this? Give you a DO. Get the kill. Because he only had 4 HP. Achievement unlocked. Reverse banditry. Try to kill a dog.
The slow suffering
Hate these dogs.
begins.
You add on your riposte. You add a dodge. Really? That's what you do? Fantastic. Adrenaline Rush heal is bonkers. Yeah, it's really good because every time the Hellion attacks, she heals. So it ends up being insanely high value. I guess we'll just wipe a corpse. Crit for 41. Oh, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
The enemy weakens
4.
and wanes.
You have a little bit of HP. That's a crit heal for 22 on the Cauterize, and now you're dead. That went fine.
A righteous action.
Connie says, I never used Adrenaline Rush in Darkest Dungeon 1. Well, because in Darkest Dungeon 1, you had dedicated healers, and you didn't really need to have a heal on everyone. You really do need that in Darkest Dungeon 2, because you're not going to be able to heal every turn when you need it with conditional heals. Oh, you can only heal when someone's basically already dead, aka Divine Comfort. It's not that comfortable to be on death's door, but that's pretty much what happens when you're rolling a Vestal.
Put it to good use.
Sprawl, good, can't use it. If flammable item is equipped more burn, burn piercing, gain on miss burn, we can absolutely give that. We also have an infinite amount of food. And we have flapjacks. we have infinity food. If flammable trinket. I don't have a flammable trinket. Let's see. Indelible. Distant. Really, a book is not flammable? So I think what we have to do is we have to equip... Oh, frick off. Well, I don't know. Because this is giving you 53% burn resists. But the burn piercing is worth so much. You know, we don't need the burn piercing right now. We can keep that off. I could just give it to you, I guess. Is the glimmer? The glimmer. Is the glimmer flammable? What the heck is glimmer? Is that flammable? Is that flammable? Is that flammable? Is that flammable? Nothing's flammable. So let's not worry about equipping that on her for right now, because I like her having the burn resist. Instead, we'll just equip clear all corpses. That's actually kind of decent. We got whiskey. We got a lot of food. Would we rather have move resist or bleed, burn, blight resist? Probably bleed, burn, blight resist, especially in the later game. Oh my god, look at how much gosh darn food we have. It's incredible. We have infinity food. Definitely go hero story. Probably going for the Vestal, by the way. I would like to get her her heal over time ability unlocked. It might actually make her a better healer, and I don't really fancy her heals right now. We could also upgrade the Plague Doctor, maybe make them a little bit better at the front line.
Chapter 4. Divine Intervention.
I like it when we get the little side missions. What? It's a flagellant!
Vindication. A golden ray beamed affirmation into the stagnant blackness of the dungeon. No divine punishment awaited her. It was her captors who had strayed from the light.
Yeah, so I believe the story is that the Vestal was supposed to be punished for her alleged transgression, and I guess the continuation of the story is that she found naught but death in the dungeon of the monastery, and she has decided, hey, you know what? F you. Fend off. Oh, there's a chair, a rack, a hanging thing, and then some an Iron Maiden in the back. I wonder who we go after. Brace. Block, bleed resist. Self forward 1, fend off. Let's do a brace. He went in for the bleed. We can we have ministration, so we can heal ourselves unconditionally. Wow, I wish that was an ability I had. Or we can do 2 to 4 damage and move forward 1. This is gonna be a long fight. Gold in the gloom, calling to me. A ray of light penetrates the darkness, glimmer of light. We need to move to that position. We got a conviction aura. Such power coursing through me. She's learning. She's learning to believe. Ah, that unlocks judgment. And if we have a couple of stacks of this, we can heal ourselves. Why don't we stand still? Why don't we brace first? Oh, it's only 1 turn of bleed resist. Let's heal. It looks like we don't have to deal with stress. This is just an HP battle, so we're... To love is natural. I am guilty of nothing. He is a more. He is a flagellant, I'm realizing. I'd like to wait for a 3rd conviction aura so that we can actually get a nice powerful attack in that has like double damage. So we're gonna let his pain do nothing, his more. We are comboed though, which is scary. I'm waiting, I'm healing, but my thinking is now we can go in for the damage. I am blessed body and soul, sanguinate, combo, huge bleed. So we either move and take 4. I think we move and take 4. We need to get the conviction buffs. And if we move first, we can just remove that bleed. This is an interesting fight. You know what? The 1 bleed I'm not concerned about. I think what we do want to do is brace, but I think we want to brace next turn. Also, I don't think Judgment will actually cost me my token, so I think we can freely use it here. Because that's how it works normally. Oh, he is moving again. Does he have a Death's Door? Oh, he also did that as an auto action. Oh, the light moved. That's why that didn't buff us at all. I think we brace. Yeah. We still bled from that? Okay, well that's annoying. We only have to hit him like one more time, but it's an unfortunate hit. We should just be able to kill him with the fend off. Nice. That was fun.
Radiant with revelation, she stormed the stairs to the cloisters.
She freaking murdered that torturer on her own. Good job. Yeah, with the bonk stick. Must be her mace. Maybe she reworked it or forged it or something. I really like the little side missions that you get for the characters. I just wish that there were 5, because there's 5 parts to the story. I wish there were 5 missions. Consecration of Light. Target gets 3 vertical lines. Okay, well, let's onward and we'll see if we can take a look at that. What the hell is 3 vertical lines? Consecration of Fortitude, Consecration of Light. Grants a strength buff to the hero at turn start. On upgrade, it's strength or crit. So Consecration of Fortitude is a block. This is a attack buff that she can toss out there. Ooh, that's pretty tempting. And you can have 2 consecrations out, one on the front and then one on second position or wherever else you want them. That's pretty tempting. So this is really for like, hey, my Vestal is really just about buffing and putting out big buffs. That's pretty neat. That's pretty nifty. So her next ability should be the big heal. Divine Comfort. Oh, you know what? I think it's the last 2 abilities. Double consecrations are fun with a dance party, tokens galore. Oh, you know what? That's a good point. Because you can, on your turn, grab a token, move out of the way of the token, one of your other party members can get another token. I never even considered that, Connie, but that's a great idea. Gazebo, welcome, by the way. Don't worry, I'm here. I'm not worrying. Are you worrying? I'm not worrying. All right, we gotta, unfortunately, focus one of these guys, because you don't have a hastening history. You don't have a plague ability. Yeah, that sucks. We're not gonna focus on you though. Give me more light, just for this encounter. Burn 0. We're gonna go for the altar. We're gonna go for both the 3rd and the 4th position, unfortunately. A little stress, that's fine. Iron Swan is not very good damage non-upgraded. You're gonna be doing crits in a second.
Steady yourself.
You're gonna live for another turn.
A breakthrough.
I'm very glad we decided to go for that one. Depending on who moves, we can kill him. And we did get a first move with her. Still does pretty good damage, but we gotta go for the kill here. This guy, he's probably gonna die soonish. I'm a little scared about this one. Because we got damage coming in. Hastening history. Cauterize, because I know we have damage coming in, could be decent, but you're not gonna do 47 damage in 2 turns. I think we need to make sure that this guy is burning. He's 3 HP. We knew that that was gonna crit. We'll remove the bleed. I'm not worried about the bleed. I'll do it with Cauterize, I think. Judgment kills you. I guess we could have used her to get the kill without needing to worry about the burn, probably. You had the speed token. Yeah, so we'll use Cauterize at the end of this combat turn. What do we do here? I guess we'll just hit you and purge your tokens. I would very much like it if we could actually do more damage with this Howling End, but we'll do whatever we can. We high rolled it, and we burned, so this guy is on death's door. In fact, if you're on death's door, let's just kill you? Dude, stack up the bleed.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
This wound, at least, has been tended to. Maybe we should have let her get even more bleed so that she could purge her own stress or something, but this is going fine.
Relief
Oh, sorry,
early in these times. Savor it.
Could have still adrenaline rush is what I meant to say. Said it literally incorrectly. I mean, here's the deal. I don't care if you get debuffed to do no damage. We're going to be able to kill this boss anyways. All we need to do is just make sure we don't get stressed out. He's not a boss. I mean, he's a boss when you first see this guy and you're like, whoa, this dude is do you see how large he is? He's all scary, he's filled with tentacles. He's like a tentacle umbrella, actually, now that I look at it. But no, you're just gonna die. 1 damage toe to toe. You know what? We should have used the chop. Now that I think about it, but it doesn't matter. You're dead.
A deliberate.
We gotta make sure we upgrade that toe to toe to remove winded. Bleed resist. Yes. I mean, 100 million %. That's what we want. This would be, anytime you can stack up bleed resist, this is an opportunity I'm realizing where we might want to consider grabbing that heart relic that gives you bleed but also regen. We could equip that on the Hellion now. Not gonna get that one. Oh no, I didn't see it. What's with the dark candle? Oh, wax inoculant. Thought it was a negative candle, an anti-candle. A nega candle.
The familiar hearth crackles invitingly
quirks.
once again.
Oh, good. Needler, negative relationships, vicious, plus damage, but also vulnerability. Not good. Kleptomaniac, consumed by the urge to steal, means that we maybe will not be able to use the deck of cards in item. Look at how much freaking food we have, though. Thank you. Take a look at our route. It's this one. Assistance encounter location, keep the flame up. We get a trinket plus 20% healing given. Well, we'll do it. I gotta say, we can probably get rid of flapjacks. There's only one more region to the mountain. This is the quick region.
Your coach must be maintained.
We get
if it is
full
to carry
location
you where you
scouting
must go.
and route scouting. Don't really know what the difference is between those.
A smoother ride.
We're not in the sprawl. A chance of producing items, I guess, is better than flapjacks. We could also probably get rid of disease resistance, but like,
Conventional
you see how many
fare,
flapjacks we have?
but
Well, we only have 4, but we also have a lot of apples and cheese. Everyone loves flapjacks. Everyone loves apples and cheese. So we'll use these flapjacks on the mountain. Everyone right now. And I didn't even have to steal it. We'll eat apple and cheese. We can dump this apple and cheese. Keep this, keep this. This. Remove negative quirk. Are there cards? Let's see. Blocked by kleptomaniac. That's worth enough that I think we need to remove kleptomaniac. Which means we can buy the deck of cards, and with the deck of cards, we can play cards. To buff everyone's relationships. And then with that done, and we have one whiskey, we can see if there's any relationships we can get up to the next level. Looks like the answer is no. Small percent of negative relationships just due to the relationship buffs, or the quirks and buffs here. 4 mastery tokens, toe-to-toe definitely. Probably Iron Swan then too. Target applies combo with Iron Swan, also pretty good. We'll start with toe-to-toe. You're not doing anything except incision, but that's probably enough. We gotta get abilities for the Plague Doctor. They can't do anything from the front. They only have 2 things to use at the front: incision and emboldening vapors. That's not good enough. You need something to do on your off turns though. So I like Consecration. Really like Consecration. I think it's a great skill. You could utilize Run and Hide, but I think we have enough healers. You could also utilize a pull, because then we could pull enemies forward for the Hellion or other units to hit them more easily. We can pull the back line up. I actually kind of like the idea of maybe dumping Run and Hide. Jesus, let me just do it from this screen, please. Taking Ransack. Giving it a little bit of a better pull as well. You're probably going to be burning on a lot of your turns, but if we need other damage done, that's a good alternative option. What the hell do you do? Really don't know. I guess Iron Swan. That's one we're gonna be using basically all the time. All right, anything else? Well, almost certainly. The Body Book of Body Tales. Plus Stress Party, but a good chance. Blocked by Vicious. Who has Vicious? 10% damage, but you have vulnerability chance being applied. Ugh. Can we remove negative quirks? Looks like the answer to that question is a no. Well, that's fine. I think in that case, we're pretty much like good to go. I'll buy some Pocket Light. And dude, actually, you know what? Adrenaline Tonic is very nice for the future. We have a stack of pancakes. Stack of pancakes, got a stack of pancakes. We got a whole bunch of freaking pancakes. Chance to produce concoction items. Yeah, we don't need more flapjacks. I mean, it did its job. Unfortunately, because the icebox gave us more food, we definitely did not need flapjacks. So we can dump the flapjacks, we can dump the sprawl, we can dump the hoarder item as well. feeling a lot better about dumping things because I'm learning what we need, you know? I'll buy clotting powders, I think.
Of the road.
I'll use one of them here, and then I'll save this one for the boss fight. I think that's decent. Let's also take a look at our trinkets, because I would very much love for the Hellion to have bleed resist. Now she has 105. I will give you You're never gonna use the pole if I give you this. You're just gonna be burning things constantly. You're already burning things constantly, though. Go from, dude, I gotta give you the burn resist. We'll give someone else the books. We'll give it to the Plague Doctor. These are pretty garbage for her. And then I'll give you the book. No, we shouldn't. On turn start, a chance of being stunned if slow. You're super slow. Okay, well, give it to you. Your speed is pretty high. We don't have a fisherman's net. Do we have a serrated item? I didn't even look at that. A chance of inflicting bleed if we have serrated items. We don't have serrated trinkets, but we can get serrated, like, traps, I suppose. Something to think about, something to think about. Apply on hit. Healing given. I think we can dump both of those. I have whiskey. We'll just pop that out there. I think we're good to go. Probably don't need this much anti-venom either, but we have it. You know what? We probably don't need the bandages in that case. We'll dump that for the anti-venom. All right. I like what we have. I don't think this is worth it for Vicious because it does raise stress. Oh, but Pipeweed gives us... whatever. It gives us positives, but I don't care. All right, let's leave. Yes.